The Arctic, a place where cold isn't just a weather report, it's a constant battle for survival. Within this vast, blinding white expanse, there is a pulse of life that refuses to surrender to the freezing darkness. You might have seen the Arctic fox before, perhaps as a cute, snowy wanderer, but today, we're looking deeper. We're exploring the masterclass of survival, what scientists call nature's ultimate engineering. We're about to journey through 150 days of the harshest winter on Earth, to understand how this tiny predator masters the frozen void. The Arctic. It isn't just a place on a map, it is a landscape of extremes, where cold isn't merely a weather report, it is a constant, brutal battle for survival. Within this vast, blinding white expanse, where temperatures frequently plummet far below -50 degrees Celsius, life seems impossible. Yet, there is a resilient pulse here. A small, quick-moving shadow that navigates through the raging blizzard as if it were a calm. Survival is only one half of their story. To understand the species, we must look at their social architecture. Unlike the solitary wolves they often share the tundra with, Arctic foxes are deeply connected to their family units. During the short, explosive Arctic summer, the landscape transforms. The snow melts, revealing a lush carpet of moss and wildflowers. This is the breeding season. The pair bonds formed during these months are remarkably strong. They work in tandem, excavating massive, complex den systems that can be centuries old. Some have been passed down through generations of foxes, acting as underground fortresses. Within these dens, the pups are raised with meticulous care. Both parents are active providers. The father isn't just a protector, he is a vital link in the food chain, constantly returning to the den with prey to sustain the growing litter. You see, the survival of the pups is the ultimate goal of their entire year. If the summer food supply is abundant, the F. Arctic fox ki kahani ko yari rakti hu, yahan ek naya script segment hi jo un ki communication or sensory world par tawaho dita hi, baghair pikli malumat ko dore. Beyond the physical endurance and social dynamics, the Arctic fox possesses an intricate, silent language that governs their daily interactions. In the vast, howling wind of the tundra, vocalizations are often lost, so these foxes have evolved a sophisticated system of olfactory and postural signaling. They utilize scent marking not merely as a territorial boundary, but as a complex social bulletin board. By depositing specific pheromones at key landmarks, they leave behind detailed information for passing foxes, indicating their age, reproductive status, and even their recent foraging success. This chemical map allows them to communicate across time, preventing unnecessary confrontations without ever needing to meet face-to-face. Their nonverbal communication is equally refined. Imagine a world where the sun forgets to set in summer and refuses to rise in winter, a land defined by endless horizons of white, jagged ice, and temperatures that can freeze your breath in mid-air. Welcome to the Arctic. the most unforgiving yet breathtakingly beautiful frontier on our planet. This is not just a landscape. It is a masterclass in survival where the elements are not merely parts of the environment but the absolute arbiters of life and death, and today, we journey into the heart of this frozen wilderness to witness a story of resilience, adaptation, and the quiet, fierce struggle for existence. The Arctic environment is a realm of extremes where, during the long, dark polar night, the sun remains hidden for months, casting the tundra into a deep, perpetual twilight as temperatures plummet to -50°C, turning the landscape into a lethal deep freeze. Yet as spring eventually arrives, the world undergoes a miraculous transformation as the ice begins. Its slow, rhythmic retreat, revealing mosses, lichens, and a brief, explosive blooming of life that paints the ground in vibrant colors. It is a place where the concept of seasons is distilled into two distinct realities: the survival of the harsh, frozen darkness and the frantic, sun-drenched race for life, meaning that to live here, you do not just need to be tough, you need to be an integral part of the landscape itself. In this vast, white expanse, one creature reigns as the ultimate specialist of survival, the Arctic fox, a small, agile, and remarkably clever animal whose life cycle is a testament to perfect evolutionary design. Consider its coat, which in the summer is a mottled brown or gray that perfectly blends with the tundra's rocks and vegetation, but as the days shorten, nature triggers a miracle. The coat thickens and turns into a brilliant, snow-white camouflage that is not just about color, but about vital insulation, as the Arctic fox possesses the warmest. Fur of any mammal in the Arctic, capable of keeping its body temperature stable even when the mercury drops to extreme, bone-chilling lows. The life of an Arctic fox is a constant, exhausting calculation of energy, as during the summer, they are opportunistic hunters, scavenging for bird eggs, lemmings, and berries, working tirelessly to store fat and sometimes even hiding food in the frozen ground which acts as a natural freezer for the lean times ahead. But winter is the ultimate, uncompromising test. As prey becomes scarce, the fox's metabolism slows down to conserve energy, and they use their thick, bushy tail, affectionately called a brush, to wrap around their bodies like a protective blanket while they sleep, shielding their nose and paws from the biting frost. They do not migrate. They stand their ground, often tracking polar bears across the vast, shifting ice, hoping for scraps from a seal hunt, proving that in this environment, patience is just as important as speed. The life cycle of the Arctic fox is equally challenging and profound. Come spring, a den is prepared, often an inherited complex of tunnels that have been used by generations of foxes, and the pups are born into a world of brief, precious abundance where they must grow fast and learn quickly. By the time the first autumn snows begin to dust the ground, these young foxes must be fully prepared for the harsh reality of the coming winter, their survival rate tied directly to the availability of food and the severity of the climate, creating a tough upbringing that crafts the most resilient survivors on Earth. As we look upon this frozen realm, we are reminded that the Arctic is not empty. It is a vibrant, fragile, and finely tuned ecosystem where everything, from the vast, shifting glaciers to the small, intelligent, and watchful eyes of the Arctic fox, is connected by a singular, driving purpose: to persist against all odds. The Arctic remains a powerful testament to the ingenuity of nature's adaptation, a silent, majestic kingdom where the wind tells the story, and only the most resilient remain to listen, reminding us that even in the coldest corners of our world, life finds a way to flourish, adapt, and endure with a quiet dignity that commands our deepest respect and endless wonder as the cycle continues, year after year, in the eternal dance of the North.